Breck.
Good morning, Commander Sergeant Major Breck.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
It's a privilege and an honor to be here and to be in the great state of Texas. I actually flew in last night from Utah, where my command headquarters is, the 807th Medical Command. As commands go, that is a two-star, so a two-star general command. We have about 10,350 soldiers spread out through 26 different states, and a lot are deployed overseas. So that's kind of the scope of my responsibility. So if you look at the map of the United States, 26 of those states are ones that I have soldiers that reside in, they live in, they work in, and that's where they train. Okay, so I was asked to come here over the Veterans Weekend just to talk with you, chat with you about one, military service, sacrifice, duty, honor, right? The things that you'll be learning from here on out if you stay with this program. I see one young man's wearing a uniform already. How does it feel to wear a uniform?
Comfortable right now?
Comfortable? It does. It's almost like pajamas, right? You feel it's nice and comfortable, and you can sleep in them, right? I've done that, you know, in some places all over the world, in foxholes, in shelter houses, or a tent, a little tent, you know, all over this world. But the one thing you know, when I was talking to Corporal guys, and we were talking about some of the things about being in school, right? What's the importance of being in school? Who can tell me that? Learning, right? Okay, learning. What else?
To get your education.
To get your education, which goes with learning, right? They connect, right? What else? What else? Come on. Yes, sir.
To learn how to learn.
To learn how to learn. That was my biggest problem growing up, was to learn how to learn. Because I was a lazy student. I was very lazy. And my father, like your teacher, was in the Marine Corps. And he taught me how to learn. Sometimes the hard way, right? You don't get to go play, you don't get to go have fun, you can't hang out with your friends, you can't do all these things until you do your homework. Huh? So do you do your homework? You sure? So just like in school, as you move through school, you're going to have some hard times, aren't you? You're going to have hard times learning. You know, some can read quicker than others, some can understand quicker than others. How many speak another language in this room? Yeah, so do I. Can you believe that? I speak Spanish. Yeah, do you? Yeah, it's a great language, isn't it?
Muchos.
All right. Do you sometimes get your Spanish mixed up with your English?
Yes.
Yeah. So sometimes I get military terms mixed up with civilian terms. And I'd rather listen to civilian terms sometimes than military terms because we speak in what they call acronyms, right? You know what an acronym is? What's an acronym? Who can tell me what an acronym is? What is it?
It's like a word and it has other words that mean it.
Synonym. That's a synonym. So what's an acronym? An acronym is like when you take, so for example, this, which is an older picture, and we're resolving that, but that SMA, Chandler, Raymond Chandler III, was a Sergeant Major of the Army a few years back. And now it's Sergeant Major of the Army Daniel Daly. So at the front of his rank, okay, or in front of his name is his rank, right? Just like mine. So mine, if you take Command Sergeant Major, and you put 3 letters, CSM. That's an acronym. CSM. Command Sergeant Major. Okay, so it just shortens it down. Sometimes they make names out of those acronyms. Okay? So when you're talking about your classes, you're talking about, you know, how you grow up in your school. How many like the 6th grade? Yeah, not too many hands went up. I wasn't a big fan of the 6th grade either. It was tough. It was tough being in the 6th grade, right? So really, basically, you're privates. You're the lowest of the enlisted rank, and the enlisted rank means all these stripes. Okay, past this is the officer corps. Okay, so a colonel, a general, a major general, lieutenant general, and a general has 4 stars. General Perkins, who has retired from the training command, I've been in meetings with him, and phenomenal people, but they all started out in the 6th grade. Every one of them that's on that wall up there started out in the 6th grade, just like you. Just like I did. And you have fears, don't you? You have challenges, don't you? Right? Do you get along with everybody? No, you don't. How come? How come we don't get along? Somebody give me a reason why we don't get along. Why don't we get along? You gotta say it. You gotta say it out loud. Go ahead. Say it. Why don't we get along?
Because we have different opinions.
We have different opinions. Okay. What else? Come on. Don't be shy. We do different things. Okay. I'm going to pick on you now. You ready?
We have different levels of knowledgeable.
Okay. Different levels of intelligence. Right? What about you? What do you think makes us different? Are you a boy? No, you're a girl, right? Okay, does that make you different from him? Yes, it does.
It's gender.
Gender, right? Okay, yes,
We have different personalities.
different personalities. Okay. Where are you from? Yeah. From here? Where's your family from? So Mexico. Okay, mine are from Virginia or England. Does that mean we're different? You have a background, a Latino background, right? Whereas I have like an Anglo-Saxon background. Okay, that makes us different. What about you? Where's your family from? Arkansas. That's a whole different place, isn't it? Actually, I like Arkansas. Little Rock, Arkansas, I've been to many times. Are you different from the young man right there with glasses on? You are, aren't you? Does having glasses make you, like, smart?
No.
No, but what does it do? It helps you see, right? It helps you read, right? And wearing glasses is all right. There's nothing wrong with wearing glasses. No, I used to wear glasses. Now I wear glasses to be able to read. And they're about this big, and I pull them out to read. It's okay to be different, right? Isn't it? It's okay to be different. And sometimes when people decide that they want to make fun of you because you're different, what do? What's that? Yeah. Go tell an adult, ignore them. Sometimes words hurt, don't they? Don't let the words that people speak dictate the outcome of your day. Okay? What does the word resilient mean? Who knows what the word resilient means? I have the same problem.
I like the word strong.
Okay, resilient, strong, right? Okay, overcoming, getting past. Okay, is it hard to be resilient sometimes? Because you get picked on. Okay? But you can get past that. When I was a kid, I got picked on a lot. Okay? Sometimes it was my own fault. You know, sometimes I did things that really I shouldn't have been doing. And I got picked on. But look where I'm at today. You can't see into the future, can you? Right? You can't see what's going to happen tomorrow. You don't know. What can you control? As sixth graders, what can you control? What's that? Your mind. Your present, right? Yourself. What else? What else can you control? Help them out. Help them out. What else can you control? Yeah. You can't hide. What else can you control around you? Think about it. You can control where you stand, right? You can walk away. What's that? What you're thinking. how you react to some of the things that are happening to you, right? Right? Is it tough sometimes? Is it? But you can be resilient, right? You can be resilient, okay? Who's the most important person in your life? I would say people. Parents? Who else? Siblings? Who else? Some friends? Yes. Siblings sometimes can be tough, huh? Who has an older brother and sister?
I have 2 and 3 sisters.
You have 2 older brothers?
And 3 older sisters.
So you're the youngest?
Yes.
Ooh. So I grew up in a family of 8 of us. Okay? So I have 9 children.
Oh, what?
I have 9 children. Yes. Me and my wife together, we have 9 children. Okay? Now, I came from a family of 8, and I was the youngest boy. There were 5 boys and 3 girls. So I got picked on a lot by my older brothers.
Oh, I do too.
Do you?
Yes. I do.
Trust me, when they pick on you, it's going to make you a better man. It is going to take you and transform you one day. All those lessons you learned that you thought you were being picked on, they're actually teaching you how to be strong. Every time something bad happens, you learn something good out of it. Okay, just remember that. That every time something bad happens to you, something good comes out of it, and you have to find that good. You have to find that one thing out of that bad situation that makes you a stronger person, right? That makes you the best you can be, right? What do you think? Do you think that's true? It is. It really is. Because bad things in life do happen to all of us, right? Right? Sometimes you wake up in the morning, you can only find one sock. Right? It is. And then you're late for school because you couldn't find that one sock and you didn't wear a sock. And you say, hey, you're not wearing socks, hey. Right? Just because you couldn't find. Is that a bad thing? Nah, not really. You don't need to make a big deal out of that. Somebody makes fun of you because, who knows? For whatever reason. Don't make fun of you. You wear glasses. I think you're gorgeous in your glasses, young lady. I think they're awesome. You look very nice. But do people say things about glasses?
No.
Yeah, but should they? No. No, that's not. What if they had to wear glasses? You know? You would make fun of them?
No.
What did you say? You were whispering. You were whispering. You don't make fun of each other. We're all people, right? We're all people. Now, because you're in this program, okay, you set the example. Do you believe that? Because you're out here and you're surrounded by all this military history, to include this guy, Corporal guy from the Marine Corps, as an example of what right looks like. Do you think this class of, how many are in here? 40? 40 what?
42.
42. Do you think 42 students in this school can make a difference together?
Yes.
You betcha. You bet you can. And there's no reason why you can't. Because if you stick together, guess what? People are going to want to be with you. You believe that? If you all stick together and you do things right, you hold each other accountable. So that's what we do in the military. We hold each other accountable for our actions. What we do and what we don't say. Right? If we say something stupid, we get in trouble for it, don't we? You say something stupid, you get in trouble for it, right? Okay. So why don't we just say something smart?
Oh.
How hard is it to say something smart?
I just don't choose to at home.
You don't choose to at home?
My mom is.
Not when you say something smart. Right? When you say something smart. So what's saying something smart? Saying something nice. Right? Helping, being nice, helping somebody feel good about themselves. Right? So this morning I got in the elevator. Okay? Now, I'm the only one in a uniform. And again, there's 4 people in there. Of the 4 people, 3 had their head down and they're doing text messaging, right? And no one said anything. There's an older gentleman right over here by the side. So I walk in. Hey, how's everybody doing this morning? I just wanted them to look up. You know, good, back down to their phone. So then went down one floor, and this lady stepped on. Nobody said anything. How you doing this morning? Good. Well, great. So then it got quiet. Now I was on the 10th floor, and we're going down. It's kind of a boring ride when no one talks, right?
Yeah.
So I asked, so how did everybody sleep last night? Just have conversation, right? Just have conversation. Then we started to have some conversation, and people started to smile. It's that simple. So what I want you to do, for today and tomorrow, as you walk through the halls of your school, just say hello to people you don't know. Of course, say hello to people you do know. But say hello to somebody that you never met, because you don't know all the students in there, right?
No.
Do you know all the students?
Yeah.
No. I got 10,350 soldiers. I don't even know all their names. I don't. I haven't even met all of them, right? But I'll say hello to any one of them in a day, in a heartbeat. So just see what happens when you say hello to somebody. They're going to say hello back. They might even smile, and you just made their day. Just because you said hello. That's all. Just say hello. Right? If you're having a bad day, or they're having a bad day, and you walk up and just say, hey, how you doing? Right? And they go, oh, good. You just might have made that person's day and helped them become more resilient because somebody said something negative to them earlier. Or you walk by and say, oh, you look nice today. And you keep on walking. But you, all 42 of you, can start that in your schools. Can start that friendship type stuff. Being friends to people, being nice to people, right? Because even in uniform, okay, we're required to be, and we should be, respectful of each other, right? Now I've got a lot of rank, okay? Especially this Bell over there has just a little bit of rank. But I treat him with the same respect that I would treat anybody else of senior rank like myself. Because he earned it and he deserved it, right? No ands, ifs, or buts about it. It's very important that you respect that. It's very important that you understand that. That you're important. What you say is important when it's nice. So don't be mean to anybody. Because, again, you came to this class. You saw this building's different, right? This building is different than the other one, isn't it? What does that do? What does that make this building? What's that? Important. Unique. What else?
Special.
Special. What else? Different. Right? So what does that make you? Important. Unique. Special. What's that?
Different.
Different. There you go. That makes you important. Just like everybody else in the other building. They're just as important. Okay? So while I was walking around with your teacher back there, you know, when I don't see her in their Marine Corps outfit, like that one, you know, corporal guy back there, I noticed some pictures on the wall about bullying. Who drew those pictures?
We did.
Let me tell you something. It was nice to see that you cared enough to draw some phenomenal pictures about bullying, about personality, about liking somebody. There was one that had personality in it. You know, who did that one?
Was it the one that had the world?
Yeah, the world with all the people
children
around it. Who did that one? Was that you? That was awesome. I liked that one. What I liked about it really was the fact that all the people were exactly the same all the way around. Meaning they were the same height and they looked the same, except for maybe their colors and the clothes, but they were just even. It was awesome. And you thought about people's personality, right? Personality is important. To like somebody for their personality. Sometimes it can be hard, but that doesn't mean we have to be mean to people, right? So I was, let's see, when I was in the 6th grade, who's the smallest person in this room? Are you the smallest? Stand up. I was about your height in the 6th grade. Except you're actually stronger than I was. You're bigger. That's not fair, you're bigger. You know, I was small. How tall do you think I am now?
6 feet.
Yeah, 6 feet. 6 feet. I'm tall. My dad's this tall. But when I was a kid growing up, he was taller. Right? Look, your bullying pictures were so phenomenal. Bullying is not something that in the military we put up with. Now you're starting out here again, so we go right back to you deciding to come out here. You need to stand up for each other. When you put the uniform on, like this young man right there, next year, right?
Well, no, they dressed out
So
yesterday.
they have their uniforms?
Yes.
Okay, so every day that you wear your uniform is a non-bully day, right? And every day you don't wear your uniform, it's still a non-bully day, but this time you're in uniform, you can actually make it more receptible to everybody else. That as you go out and you're the example and you talk to people, that you can tell them, hey, that's not acceptable, right? If you see someone being picked on, if you stand together as a group, which is an army, right? You know what U.S. Army stands for? Uncle Sam ain't released me yet. So I learned that when I was in basic training, okay? And I've been doing this for longer than 36 years. And I've loved every minute of it. Well, I can't say every minute of it. I've loved almost every minute of my time in the military, okay? Almost every bit of it. But the one thing I learned is, you as individuals are so important. Everything about you makes you unique. And because you're unique, you're important. Okay? And because you're important together, as a group. When we go to war, unfortunately sometimes we have to, in the military, we don't go as individuals, do we? No, we don't. We go as an army, just like you guys. You are an army in your school for what right looks like. Do you understand that? Do y'all understand that? When you put that uniform on, it's what right looks like. Okay? What questions do you have? I want to hear from you. What are some of the things you want to talk about? Yes, sir. I don't know. He asked, bless your heart. He asked, how was it living in the Marine Corps?
Oh, well, Kevin, look at his name tags right there, and his tape right there.
Okay, so,
Army, that's
well,
right.
actually, I can kind of answer both, because my father was a Marine, and he retired from the Marine Corps. So, living in a house with a Marine was almost like living in the Marine Corps, okay? It's tough, they're tough, Marines are tough, your teacher's tough, okay? I wouldn't want to make her mad, meaning I wouldn't want to make her mad, okay? And I'm a Sergeant Major, right? But living in the Army can be very fun. There's a lot of things you can do. You can travel around the world, okay? And I don't mean just by going to war. I'm talking about, England and France and Germany, okay? All these other places, Korea, okay? In places in the United States that you never thought you'd be able to go visit. But the big thing is, you make some phenomenal friends. And also, there's only 1% of the American public that joins the military. 1%. What's 1% of 42? What's 1% of 42? Okay, so let's do this. What's 10% of 42? 4. So let's just say 4. We're at 4.2, right? 4 people? Okay? So let's just say that. What's 1% of 4 people? It's like a point something, right? So my daughter is standing back there. Jamie, you're a math whiz. What's 1% of 42? See, that's where she breaks out the phone. But that's the amount of people from the United States that join the military. So in reality, one person in this class will join the military. So this one person, this young lady right here, will defend all of you. She will defend your right. She will defend your family, your freedom. All the things you enjoy. Going to the movies, right? You all enjoy going to the movies? Okay. You enjoy just walking down the street?
Yes.
You don't? Okay. You enjoy going to the grocery store with a shopping cart with mom and dad? And getting Fruit Loops or Fruity Pebbles? Do you enjoy that? Well, guess what? The reason why you can do that is because she defends you. She stands up for what right looks like. She stands up and says, I will defend. I'll defend you. I will serve you because you're that important to her. Right? Right? That's what it's about. So you are probably 1% of the school. Right? You think about how many students are in the school, walking the hallways, how many classes they have. I mean, if there's 42 in this class, how many are in some of the other ones? Yeah, there's a whole bunch, right? A whole bunch of students come here. So you, as an organization in this class, the 6th grade, right? You 6th graders are going to be the leaders of tomorrow. Do you know that? Yeah. One day you're going to be a leader.